So if you're considering your options on the market right now, it's basically Diablo 2 Resurrected, which is a niche game. I mean, okay, I played Diablo 2 and Lord of Destruction 22 years ago, and it was a great game back then. But it's a niche game nowadays because you have more modern systems and more robust and always updated games than that. But it's a good game. It's the gold standard from my point of view for ARPG. So you have Diablo 2 Resurrected, okay. You have Grim Dawn, which is also kind of a niche game and I guess a bit underrated. So if someone is coming to Grim Dawn in 2022, the game will look a bit stale or old. But for me, it's one of the greatest ARPGs ever made, to be honest. Also, its predecessor, Titan Quest, is good. So, okay, Grim Dawn, Diablo 2 Resurrected. Of course, you have Path of Exile. Now, I did play Path of Exile and stream it on YouTube. This is why the stream channel on Twitch just started a week ago. I was streaming on YouTube. I played Path of Exile as kind of a neophyte. I played it in 2013, just before it got released, back when it had like 3 acts or so. And the game of course evolved a lot during the years, and I tried to learn it on stream. I got some very nice people helping me out, so I played it for about 200 hours, raised 2 characters to endgame, so endgame, let's say red maps, stuff like that, decked them all out. Learned the trading system and yeah, all the other systems like Syndicate, stuff like that. But the game style of Path of Exile is my main gripe with the game, because the combat is too fast. So you either one-shot a screen full of mobs or you get one-shotted. And for me it's just not fun. I like a bit of a slower gameplay, so more akin to Diablo 2 than let's say to Diablo 3. Diablo 3 was the same, you just ran across the map and killed gazillions of mobs in a second, or they killed you. I don't really enjoy that all that much, but the entire meta around Path of Exile is great. Theory crafting, the skill tree, the trading system is wonderful, and just searching for the builds. The league systems are, most of them, interesting or great, let's say. Going on PoE Ninja, see what the top builds are. So I was finding myself less playing the actual game than spending time on websites or external tools. And this is what I like about Last Epoch. It's complex. It's not all too complex, but there's a lot to do in the end game as well, even at this stage. But I also enjoy actually playing the game, not just spending my time on websites. Because I guess this is why Path of Exile is so popular when it comes to streaming. Because people are just sick and tired of actually playing the game, and they'd rather watch someone else just spend their time and speed running maps and all that jazz. Because from my point of view, for me, Path of Exile wasn't a fun game to play. Otherwise I would have still played Path of Exile, since I kind of learned the systems and there's still a lot to learn. That game is a hobby in itself. And one more reason from my personal point of view is that if you really want to do well playing Path of Exile, you need a lot of time that not many people have. So I guess, yeah, if you're a streamer and you kind of get in some way paid for that, you don't have to pay, I don't know, rent, and you can just get by with a couple $100 or $1,000 you get from streaming per month. Then yeah, sure, you have time to play Path of Exile for 10 hours a day, like a full day's work, a full work day. And then yeah, you have enough time to learn the league mechanics, start from zero every few months, also do some content to actually have some views. But for me, that wasn't viable, so it's not very respectful of your time, let's say.